YouTube. As you can see, I made my way to Victor Wembanyama's team. Won the championship with Toronto. Took my talents to San Antonio after that. But this is going to really help me go ahead and get to this build specialization. I got to go ahead and get these 1,000 assists. So this is one of the best methods. Albeit probably more time consuming. I can agree with that. Oh God, right to Wemba. Let me see. So we should be doing all game. I need 50 assists. A word, Wemby?
All-star games in this league are special, and you can't fault MP for wanting to pursue being the unanimous best player.
Wemby getting my first time. That's what's up.
Watch here, I think, is how this changes the defensive approach against him. We might be seeing some elevated intensity with MP on the court. I'm excited to see how he fights to win in those matchups. And a look at the starters for San Antonio.
I ain't gonna lie, I gotta go get like 50 assists a game, man. That's tough, man.
I found MP before the game to talk about all-star potential of the shooting guards in this game, and he said, I actually love watching this guy shoot, but today I've got 2 goals, slow him down and outshoot him myself. We have got a battle today at the 2 guard spot.
Wemby.
Absolutely. Thank you. Here's Dillingham. The rebound by Johnson. Aggressive move. I know he wishes he had that one back. Wembanyama sets a screen for MP. And it's Wembanyama with the jam. Now, the perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
Hell, now in his first 2 possessions.
2 or 3 here to start out the game. Here's Randall. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And there's Wembanyama on the assist by MP. Mays has got 3 assists tonight. RJ, we have never seen a player like Victor Wembanyama. In your opinion, what's his potential?
Wemby has so much potential, it's scary. The number one thing that can stop him from being one of the greats of all times, in my opinion, is injury. After that, there is nothing that is stopping him from being one of the most dominant physical specimens we've ever.
I did a flash pass every time I got the ball in Rex, so you don't have to. Doing this will get you some of the most insane passes, but be sure to be mindful when doing this because you will have a higher chance of throwing turnover.
For the best jump shot green windows, come to NBA2KLab.com.
I did a flash.
I'm going to show you how to throw every pass on NBA 2K26. If you want to be a real playmaker, you have to know how to throw a bounce pass. It's real simple to do. All you're going to do is tap the B button on Xbox or tap circle on PlayStation. 2K added a brand new way to throw a flashy pass. On Xbox, all you're going to do is tap B and A, and on PlayStation, you're going to hit circle and X. If you have a taller player in the paint, you have to know how to throw the ball in the air. If you're a big man, go and get it. On Xbox, all you're going to do is tap Y, and on PlayStation, all you got to do is tap triangle. If you're tired of getting the ball clutched when you pass it, you have to know how to do a jump pass. If you're on Xbox, you're going to be tapping A and X, and on PlayStation, you're going to tap X and square. That's going to be the best for throwing inbound passes. Stop throwing turnovers on the inbound. You can move up and down the baseline every single time as long as it's after a make. If you want to be real cheesy, you have to add the pass fake to your pass. On Xbox, all you're going to do is tap Y and B, and on PlayStation, you're going to be tapping triangle and circle. If you didn't know you can icon pass with your right stick, all you have to do is pull up your icons and flick your right stick to the person you want to pass the ball to. Just like always, if you want to throw an alley-oop, all you have to do is tap the Y button 2 times. And if you're on PlayStation, tap triangle. Self lobs are better in 2K26 than they were in 2K25. There's a brand new way you have to throw it. On Xbox, you're going to be tapping X and Y. And on PlayStation, you're going to be tapping square and triangle. If you want to throw a wrap pass, all you do is double tap B or double tap circle. To show you how to throw every pass.
don't just bring flowers in. I might bring a little blue sugar something. Now, even if you already him, it just makes you a little more.
And something never before seen last season, Greg. MP winning Rookie of the Year, Most Valuable Player, and Finals MVP.
And usually a top pick playing for a lesser team, maybe you elevate them enough to vault yourself into consideration for MVP, but to guide them to a title in year one, that is unheard of. Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And timeout call by Chris Finch. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
If you are new to Underdog, today's the day. Get $100 in bonus funds or bonus entries when you play just $5 with code It Is What It Is. Underdog is live in most states, including Georgia, Texas, and Missouri, just a few. Make sure y'all support the show, hit that subscribe button, lock in your bonus, and start playing today with code It Is What It Is. I'm Treasure Wilson, aka Stat Baby, along with your hosts, Mace and Cam.
And Stephon Castle subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. It's Edwards on the wing. And they get it. No good. Good defense by MP.
I don't know what's going on,
Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
EBT is over.
Edwards drawing the double team. Read the pass to Edwards.
I don't know how they
Back to Reed.
to
But
the
Reed, rebounded by the
EBT.
Spurs. Always excited for starting out the new season right, and they find themselves playing against Minnesota. A drive by MP.
To the EBT.
How about the vision from MP? In the pick and roll, that's very encouraging to see.
102 left to play in the first quarter.
You still speaking up? Yeah, I can get in the building. If I ever needed to buzz the bell, they'll let me out.
Let me ask you a question, right? So, like,
I mean, I like Trump because back in the days, we went to parties together.
No,
Not like them kind of parties, but
no,
regular parties.
no, I understand. No, Trump, before Trump became president, niggas used to be with Trump, and then when he became president in 2007, I don't like getting political, I don't even really want to get into this. But I want to ask you a question.
So, yeah, not the politics.
Nah, I don't want to get to the politics part either, but I like Trump outside of politics. I'm not saying I don't like the politics. I just don't have to. I just want to ask you a
It's
question.
up a three. And it's Harper with the
Somebody
rebound.
said they
The
wanted
shooting
to
numbers
see
just
said
aren't
that they
there
wanted
yet
to see
in the quarter.
Wembanyama, a screen on Oubre. MP finds Wembanyama.
It doesn't get any easier than that. Just lob it up Wemby's way, and he'll
There's
take
50
care of it.
families.
And timeout called
Probably
by
would try
Chris
to help
Finch.
all 50, but I would have to ask my wife
With his
first.
guys and
What's the
talk
budget?
about strategy.
My wife would. I'll have to ask her. I can't spend her money.
Okay, gotcha. Just a bit.
That's a good. Spending this money,
Gotcha, gotcha.
There's a lot of crazy, and I don't want to be the person that has been crazy, but I'm straight. Out to them.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
If I make sense, okay? Clear, so everybody understands.
44 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's DiVincenzo. Scoreless thus far. Oubre passes to Reed. Adams in his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
I know that they say defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too.
It's the first
It
time
just
they
seems
want
that
to
every
get
pass they make is least.
This is crazy.
This
This is crazy.
So the shit like Mace said, name, Treasure Wilson, age 24, date of birth, Last
So
year,
they're making a
fan
switch
of
here.
Miami.
Edwards is checked in.
Parentheses
Vassell,
still, the
he's
Michigan
checked in
first
for
time
San Antonio.
bandwagoner.
MP
If so,
comes in
how
for Harper.
long? She didn't say how long.
On the
He
floor
says
for San
yes.
Antonio.
Yes.
Bryant is out there with Robinson.
Miami
Then it's
bandwagon
MP.
is Miami
Then there's
my
Devin
whole
Vassell.
life.
And it's Fox in at the
Still
point
back.
guard. Here's
Yeah,
Edwards.
how long
Greg
do you plan
Anthony
on
Edwards
staying? One
is full
season,
of confidence.
A,
And it's
B,
beautiful.
duration of players' contract
so,
is
and
crazy.
It's like the answer to that question until Curry retires.
in our
Yeah,
league.
that's why.
Backup team in case of emergency. How is the backup team the Heat?
Yeah.
That's for me.
They're never going to be the backup team, but I'm just making it clear
That one is no
I'm a
good.
Heat fan,
An
but
already
I am
legendary trash talker and
I'm gonna
fiery
show. I'm gonna
competitor.
get some.
With this,
I'm gonna
all
get some.
love
Like
and
some.
being all-time great.
And coming off an
Make set the record straight.
all-defensive
A lot.
first-team
I'm
selection,
more
Greg,
mad
wow.
than something.
What does that mean to MP?
And you know, Kim, you missed something at the
And
bottom.
award in
She
hand.
misspelled
At this
her
point,
whole
his
her
reputation
own name, the
this
script.
season, so
She
he
don't know how
can
to
be
write
even more aggressive with the refs oftentimes giving him the benefit of the doubt and not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room.
Missing the L.
Nice finish. Looks like MP's been
I don't like
practicing
my
this in his backyard growing
skip
up.
my
Like to thank AT&T
I
for
don't like
bringing
my
us that
movements. We had a
spectacular
whole
look
time
from their
about this on
connected
Focus
cam.
Week about my signature is something.
Pass to
It's
Edwards.
mad that you don't like the whole thing about this.
Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up.
No, it's time to see the M.
And
That's
that
it.
one drops.
When you allow good scores to get uncontested shots at the rim,
No, but it's no L.
you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players
Look,
in a position
everybody,
to
put
succeed.
this on screen.
Edwards kicks to
Yeah,
DiVincenzo.
there is no way that's an L at the bottom.
And he didn't
That's
punish them for the weak
W-I-S-O.
coverage
You
there,
know how
but
to
they
spell your
can't
name.
count
Yes,
on
I
him to
do.
continue
They don't
missing.
have to know the exact way
Robinson
to watch
sets a
it
screen
because
for
people
MP.
don't even know how to do that.
Finished
To
off by
think
Robinson.
Nice
Yes.
pass by
There's a
MP,
lot of
showing
shit
how
going on
unselfish
these
he
days.
can be.
That brings us to our next
I
topic.
don't want to
Trail
be
by
a part
19.
of that.
Well, we got to get you guys' opinion.
In the corner,
So,
DiVincenzo.
let's start. So,
Coming off an
breaking
assist
news,
from
everybody.
Raymond.
So, Blazers head coach Chauncey Billups and key guard Terry Rozier and former NBA player David Jones were arrested in gambling investigation. Rozier and Billups went into two federal non-linked gambling-related investigations. One centered on the use of insider information to place bets on various NBA games, and in another alleged scheme, prosecutors say poker games were rigged using technology such as infrared analyzers and an X-ray table that could read cards face down on the table. Billups and Rozier have both been released from federal custody under certain circumstances, and the NBA has placed Rozier and Billups on the block with actor. Ace, I'll let you go first. What are your initial thoughts?
An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right
We
now.
going for that 1,000 assists under the playmaking build specialization. So I'm just using a certain technique.
Outside, Reed. All sorts of time. And the jumper is on the mark.
Really gave him that.
Bucket of the game to go.
Look at this
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
Fine. Yeah.
My initial thoughts when I heard
MP
this
looking around.
is that this might be
Vassell was screen on Edwards.
the
Back to
last
Vassell.
9 months have
And
been
the Spurs another three.
the most snitching
Great
I've
setup
ever
for
heard
Vassell,
of.
who does not waste
This
the
might be
chances
the
to get off
most
the quick
snitching
shot.
I've
It's a
ever seen
4-second
in life.
differential between the shot clock and game clock. Reed.
I don't know. When did New York City come out?
Reed's got 4 this quarter.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a
When did
player
Sammy the
and as a
Ball
fan.
go? It's out this
MP
snitch
outside.
report. Shout out to
Robinson
my
is
guy.
screen.
You know what I'm
Odds up
saying?
there for
The
Robinson.
snitch report is
And the
making it
definition
all the
of
way.
teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder.
Everybody snitch.
And so is San Antonio, holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Back to the action in just a minute.
The last 12 months might be the most snitching I've ever seen, man. I saw something today. I saw a rapper snitch today. It brought me to tears. I can't believe no gangster
Hello
rap.
and welcome. Before we take...
Well, right now for the Spurs,
Can't even
you can
listen
think
to it.
you know
That's
your
part of
team,
why I want to
but
put
you
no
have
music
no
out.
idea
I
until the
can't
real
listen
game
to
begins.
gangster rap
You
no
don't have to
more.
be a
I
finished
don't
product
believe
right now.
none of it. And
And let's
with
talk
this
now about the
situation,
game
Season
we've
nothing but
been
no
watching.
music
What a
out, man.
terrific first half for the San Antonio
Specialization has
Spurs.
made it to the NBA.
They're taking
Who
the
would ever
traditional
think?
approach of working it
Who would
inside
ever
and
think
then going
that,
The
outside.
hell? You gonna
That
No,
put
stretched
energy
out
is
that
not a
defense.
word, man.
Yeah,
Who
it's
would
about
ever
time.
thought
Once you
snitching
establish that
would make
inside
it to
game,
the NBA?
everything away
I
from the
mean, for
bucket opens up.
crimes. This is crazy.
Who's snitching in this case, though? You know
That is more than enough of us.
do they
Let's
say
send you
stuff
back to the
instead?
game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the
Everybody's
second
telling.
half.
Listen, I can't say nobody's snitching, but people are going in, they're walking out as soon as you get in. Can't throw away my brain. Throw away my brain. It's too people throwing away their brain. Somebody got arrested a few months ago, and then everybody get arrested this week. It's a lot. It's a lot to unpack for. I can't say nobody's snitching, but it just feels like everybody.
Somebody's telling you. That's, you gonna find that out.
Somebody had a 2-page paper.
The wingman,
Edwards
and McDaniel.
The
big man on the floor for him,
told
Randall and
you that
Gobert.
this was about to
And
happen.
it's Dillingham in at the one.
Everybody
That's
save
Chris
yourself,
Finch's
man,
5 as we get into
before
the second
you
half.
go and sweep everybody up. Because
And
if you
Gobert with the basket on the
get
assist
yourself
from
out of
Randall.
trouble, man, it won't be as
Randall's
bad
got 4
as
assists in
when
the
you go
game.
get that.
San Antonio leading by
Because later
20.
I won't be able to help you.
Exactly.
Later I won't be able to help you. That's
On the
definitely the
wing,
conversation.
MP.
And
Edwards
Boss, we
defended.
don't want you.
Close it.
We really want this guy, Boss. And they're just giving people the rundown.
If
In
I
fact,
had a
this is
Victor on my
interesting.
team, I am
This is the
always
most snitching
looking at
I've
him for
seen
that lob.
since New Jack City.
The Timberwolves
That
shooting
was in
about
91.
32% so far.
So we're 34 years removed from a
Here's
show,
Edwards.
from a movie. And this is great. It's gonna definitely have a damper
And now let's take a look again
on
at
the
that
NBA.
incredible rejection.
And they did it on the
Quick
first day,
thinking
so
pays off
it's
big.
kind of like it
What a
was
block.
planned. It was definitely planned, and they already had what they wanted. This is crazy. What do you think, Killer?
There's a few things about this that I think, first of all, it lets you know the mafia is alive and running. He's still out here, nigga. Sometimes when you don't got flashing things in the mob like John Gotti, you make like, yo, because the FBI and the police be like, yo, the mob is dead, and this, that, and the third. Nah, it's at the Genovese, the Bonanno, the Casey, and Gambinos is still out here moving in the shadows. So, shout to them niggas. It's still shaking shit up. That's first and foremost. But I want to see speculation about Teddy Rozier. We see him really check himself out because his foot was hurting. And I think it was over 10 points. He checked himself out. I don't remember exactly, but I know there's been a lot of speculation.
You see the passes in the front? You see the video? They got a whole Terry Rozier compilation of him throwing bad passes, losing the ball, giving the ball pause to somebody else. It made it look really bad. It said just play this for the course.
And
I didn't
last
see
season,
that.
MP was
But
one of
I
the
know
very
there's
best
speculation on
rookies.
Teddy
In
Rozier.
this second
But,
season, the
it's really,
expectation is that he
I'm very, very
continues
surprised
to
about
grow his
Chauncey
game.
Billups. You know what I'm saying? Because Chauncey Billups has
You want to
Clean
execute
cut.
just
pretty
1
cut
of 5
image,
from
you know
the
what I'm
field.
saying? Even in the
Well,
NBA,
part of their game plan was
never
to
really
block
had
out the noise and
problems.
just stay focused.
Two-point
Oh, yeah,
guard,
they're doing a
instant,
terrific
you
job
know,
not giving
then,
this
like
hostile
Chauncey
crowd
Billups,
anything
because
to
he
cheer
gets the
about.
job in Portland. So,
Well, he's got a great
I don't know.
stroke.
Like I
That
said, I
one
really don't know.
almost dropped.
I'm more confused about they're saying these poker games, and
On
then
the
they
wing,
say they're
MP.
on
12 points for him.
the
To the
NBA. It
paint.
seems like it's two different things. But what
And
they're
they
doing
double up
is
MP.
announcing at the
4
same
on the
time and
shot
making
clock.
it messy. Like
And
you got a
Finch
bunch
gets
of
it to
shit.
go.
You got to separate one from the other. It's one thing
Defensively, they
when
are
you're
in
betting
total
on
control.
games that
And
you're a
guys,
part
to
of
go on a big
as
run, get
opposed
some
to
breathing space. It
poker.
has to be a
So
great
to me,
play on
Chauncey
each
Billups,
end.
I don't know how it works. I don't live alongside of underdog, but what I'm trying to say is that if you're getting on poker, I don't know
And a
how it works.
4-time defensive
If you
player
say
of the
not
year,
gambling
Rudy Gobert
on
is
your
improving
team
his
or the
perimeter
sport that
defense
you're
as well,
playing with,
Greg.
I'm not saying
It's helped his
Chauncey Billups
overall
get the
game.
job back.
Yeah, teams
But
will
I
have to
want
pull him outside and test his
You go ahead. I'm going to talk after you.
But I tell you, he holds
Johnson,
up better than
that's
you
Johnson going
think,
to get
and
his job
we
back.
know his
But,
presence at
you
the
know,
rim.
the title is
They
going
could
like
use a big
road
shot
shit
here to
over
get this
homeboy
offense
Beasley
going.
this one.
Too many empty
Everybody
possessions.
like before
Right
the
now, they
Junior
need a
brother.
basket.
He gambling on the
Here's
sport.
Edwards.
That's your point.
MP
That's your
grabs the
plan.
miss.
That's different from poker. Now,
Mays has got
poker
6
shooting,
rebounds here
that,
tonight.
I guess
And
that
last season,
information
MP
will
couldn't
come
have
out later
burst
or
onto the
whatever.
NBA
But I don't
scene
think
any better.
poker is
He's one
bad
of only a few
gambling
players, GA,
on
ever
what
to
you're
win
playing.
the
It's no
MVP
highlight reel.
award as a rookie.
Responsibility
And
for
for
a bad
his game
pass.
to be this
Ball,
advanced at
spell
this
it.
stage of his
Somebody
career,
playing, but
that's scary. I mean, you don't want to think too far into the future, but MP has the potential to be one of the all-time greats.
Inside, fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And they're forcing the ball inside,
I
and
don't know.
it's
I have
working
no idea.
like a charm.
First shot.
And this is his first trip
Yeah,
to the
so
line
there's
tonight.
even more things. We're going to go to
Big
the
group substitution
alleged
now for Minnesota.
David Jones thing.
Sean
So they
checked
were
in for Rudy
saying
Gobert.
he was
Reed
selling
comes in for
non-public
Oubre
information
check
about
in
alleged
for
player
McDaniel.
conspirators
And
that led
it's
to a
Dante
$100,000
DiVincenzo
bet against
in for
the
Dillingham.
January 15th,
San Antonio also making some
2024 game
changes.
against OKC. Was also
Robinson's
alleged
checked in
he
for
stole
Johnson.
information on top
Stephon
of his
Castle
injury
comes in for
sports
Devin
bettors
Vassell.
while he was an
And it's
unofficial
Harper in for
assistant
Fox.
coach for the Lakers in February 2023, and a lot of
Oubre against Castle.
was LeBron James.
And
After
here's
hearing that,
DiVincenzo from the arc. And
how do
once
you
again
think
off the mark
this
by
kind of
Minnesota.
thing affects the NBA?
This
MP outside.
honestly crazy.
Outside for
I
Wembanyama.
know a lot of
Good
times
on the
we joke
three-point
and play
shot.
around about LeBron,
Wembanyama's
but
got
I
10
couldn't
points
see
here in the
LeBron
second
being
half.
a part of this.
But he's been
But
locked
when
all
you
the way
think of
in from the floor.
ignorance,
He's the number one reason
that
they're winning right now.
that
Sharp with a screen on Castle.
I gotta watch my words here, but
Back
and
to
not
DiVincenzo.
that I have to watch them like
The
scared, but
Timberwolves
when you
again
think
can't
of a
hit.
situation like this,
That three-ball dropping for
I can only think about if you're a cop, you want to arrest somebody, do you want to handcuff Damon Jones or you want to handcuff
Outside
LeBron?
Edwards.
That's what it feels like to me. Like you just want to put it on the biggest name, because that would be the
Oubre
person that makes
outside.
the most headlines and make it really get crazy.
Reed
The
kicks to
people who
Edwards.
always have the most to lose
Another miss by
are
Minnesota.
normally the
And
weakest in
so
cases
it's
like
Victor
this. So
Wembanyama.
that's what it puts the
Making things
pressure at.
happen for San
But I just
Antonio.
hope that's not
He
true.
made his mark
Just
in
like
a
I hope
big
the
way.
rest of it is not true. We're talking about it because we
And
have
let's
to,
take
but
this
I hope all
opportunity
of
now to
this is
show
not
you
true.
our
Because
State Farm assist
this
of the game.
makes it through the NBA.
terrific,
It could really change the NBA as we know it.
And how about
Because everything right now is
We talk a
is
lot
funded
about
by
playing for
betting
one another.
companies. So
Right there
and
with
when
the
Killer
pass,
talk
he's
about
demonstrated what
the
it
mob,
means to do
it's
exactly
just
this.
because you don't see the dollar breakfast in Vegas no
And
more.
1 quarter to go in a
It
game that
doesn't
to
mean
this
they're not
point
out
has
here.
not been evenly
So
fought
that's
contest.
something to think about.
On
You
the
knew
court
that,
for
Sat?
San Antonio.
Dollar breakfast?
Yeah,
MP
this
out there
when
with
the
Castle.
mob was running
Then there's
Vegas.
Harper. Then it's
It was
Robinson.
before you
And it's
know.
Callaway
It
in at the
would be
4 spot.
dollar breakfast. Vegas was different. You know, now you got all of the corporate
DiVincenzo with
people
it.
in Vegas, so it's kind of different. But I remember.
Here's Oubre.
Yeah, I
And he
remember. I
wins
shot
it
my
straight in.
video out here.
crafty
The
at
breakfast
cashing in
was
from
$1.
there? Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the
Yeah.
opportunity.
Yeah, I'm from out here.
From?
Now, MP. And he lobs it
How
up.
to think that.
And
It's
Harper
still good.
slams it
Same
in.
night.
He pulls off
They
a
actually
lead
have
to make
like
that catch
like
and slam it through.
$8.99.
Yeah, but I just hope they don't get LeBron in this. That would be
what are you saying exactly about this? What does LeBron have to do with this?
Yeah, so basically
1
they
minute
were
now
saying
into this fourth
it was
quarter.
alleged that Damon Jones was sharing
DiVincenzo,
injury
the bounce
reports about LeBron James that were not
Handle no good.
betters. So
San
LeBron
Antonio's
has
gone
nothing
a
to
very
do with
strong 4
the
for 5
prominent
from
player that
three-point
they
land in the ball
because
game.
you know when people hear LeBron, it's like
Yeah, like
he has
that's what I'm
nothing to
saying.
do
That's why
with
Castle
nobody's
sets
listening
the
after
screen
listening
for
what
MP.
people
Yeah.
are right and saying because yeah, LeBron.
Another
Like, wait a minute,
assist.
LeBron's
And
doing
that's
what's
his
going on?
20th assist.
Nah, man,
Wow.
LeBron's playing on
Just
this team
doing a great
in
job
order to
at
make it such a
orchestrating
pass,
the
basically.
offense.
And was getting that information out like,
Here's Randall.
LeBron ain't gonna, it don't look like he's gonna be good tonight. That's what's going on before people confuse.
yeah. Bet your money on
Before
having
people
this.
confuse that LeBron's involved with gambling. Let's
About a
let's
minute and a
make sure
half
we're
through the
paying
fourth quarter
attention
now.
to what's read and what's said, and before people just jump to conclusions.
Oubre
and
up
make it seem
top.
like
He's
that.
guarded by Harper.
I don't know. Like David Jones, I don't really know how much he made throughout the course of his his career. He's a role player. Trey Rozier could have been a star. He's a role player. I know one thing. I don't know how much enough's enough, or how much niggas is getting, or what's the case. Because I don't know if you're trying to look out for your homeboys or what the situation is this. But But you have to realize this. I'm just saying, Chauncey Billups, over the course of his career, it's about if you're saving or not saving, I'm not sure. This year, as a coach, he was going to earn near $5 million. This season, as a coach, over the course of his NBA career, he made over $106 million. Terry Rozier, this season right here alone, is going to make $26 million, or was going to make $26 million with the Miami Heat. How much money do y'all need? What kind of lifestyle y'all niggas living?
Pass to Clark. Lets it go from deep. That shot off the mark.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
MP fires from way outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Hey, Greg, how about MP? Last season, making first-team All-NBA for the very first time. And I think that said, yes, he has arrived.
Yeah, that first team is of the elite, right? That's when you know you have the respect of your peers and the full attention of your opponents.
Don't ask me none of that. Figure out 200,000 Tierney, Uncle
And the
Richie.
Spurs scoring again.
When MP is having a night like this, you just can't keep him from getting the
Take
ball.
care of all that for the 250, 300,
Timberwolves have
4.5
gone
million.
1 of 4 since
But
the
I
end of the
can't
third
be
quarter.
involved with helping you get 22,000.
It's
And
Randall
I
on the drive.
what they
And
doing.
Randall throws it
I
down.
just don't understand how
The
much
finish was nice,
it's,
but
you know,
the
they said
setup was
$10
better.
million
Yeah,
over
GA,
the
the
years.
pick
It's like
working to
$100 million.
full effect
That
before
y'all
the
got right
stop.
to say.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Robinson sets a screen for MP. A slam dunk by Robinson.
And this offense is in a
How much
perfect
was
rhythm,
Terry
and you
Rozier's
can see
schedule
how
to
they're
make
finishing
with his
the
friends
play.
and family well?
Right about that.
He
Seems
couldn't
like
have
they
been
haven't
26
missed.
million.
Guys,
Because
they're
that's
looking
what
for
you
a
did
way
in
to
the
score
season.
here.
Now we know it's
Yeah,
back
they've had a
to
tough
the
time
His career
taking the lid
earnings
off.
161 million.
Look at that. So Terry Rozier is
Angle left side.
$161 million career
And 2
earnings.
free
How
throws
you
coming up,
get
unable to get that one to go with all the
stealing money?
contact.
Not gonna
Greg,
say
we've had a
very
couple of
simple,
NBA
but
Cups
you
in the
got
book
me stealing
already.
money.
What have you thought
26
of it so
million
far?
this year for
A
you is
little
very
added
good.
excitement
How much
and
money do
interest
niggas
early in
need?
the regular season,
This
and
motherfucking
I'm all
Scottish shit.
for it.
Well,
As
how
we
you get
head
family?
into
I
the
think you ain't more
play-in,
than
I
enough
think
to
the
say,
NBA's done a
look, if
great
y'all want
job
to
to
fuck with
kind
me
of
after
make
this,
every
just
part of
don't
the
fuck with me.
calendar
I got a
relevant.
bunch of family I will speak to. No disrespect to the family, but y'all was asking too much when I ain't happy.
And
Man,
the first
this
one
I was a sucker.
You know,
Man,
one
I
thing
got
you
it. I'm
have
still
to
gonna
admire
stress this.
about Randall is
But
his
I'm
hunger
blood related.
to get better. He is a
I got more
real
family
leader
history,
who
not blood
leads
related.
by example.
Family.
Here's what Minnesota's going with
But
right now.
I just don't know
Rudy
how much.
Gobert is checked in for Reed.
Yeah, this is
McDaniels comes in for
crazy.
Kelly
If you
Oubre.
make that kind
Edwards,
of
he's
money,
checked in for
this
Clark.
is where
And
they
Dillingham
say
sub
people are
in
just
for Dante
ignorant. Like, if you're
DiVincenzo.
making that kind of money,
Nah,
you
couldn't hit
still
them all, and they
trying
need
to get
every
really
point they
good
can
at
get.
money, and you're making big money. It's like crazy. It's almost like
MP
the guy who
outside.
takes his practice
Bob's up
check
there
from
for
the
Robinson.
NFL and want to hustle
Kicks
it.
it out
It's,
to
it's,
MP.
it just makes no sense.
And there's the whistle. 3-second
Like when you
violation.
think of
Wennington is
just
checked in for the
with
Spurs.
this
And
situation,
Bryant
like
comes
this is
in for
when your
Anderson.
mother or your parents tell you you gotta leave
Minnesota's
it
gone
alone.
0-3 so far
This
in
is
the fourth
probably
quarter
that
from long range.
Well, guys, this
that
was
they just
never
ran
really
in the
a
league
contest,
and
just
the
total
practice
obliteration,
all
if
that
you will.
guys
And you can
gonna bring it
safely
down.
say mission
This
accomplished
probably
now
that guy
for
that
San
brought him
Antonio.
down.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean,
All
it was
people
like
so
watching a cat play with a mouse. They
I'm
were
not
able to do
jacking
more
that
or
line.
less
Me and
whatever
Bernie
they
wasn't
wanted.
speaking, but I heard
And it'll go down
I
as
heard
their
one
first
time
official
say
win of
that
the new year.
money's not
And
the
this
root
is
of
a
all
great
evil.
way
The
for
lack
them to
of
kick
money.
off the
Oh, get the
season
fuck out of
with
here,
2
2K.
more games ahead.
I
And
actually,
they've
there's
taken
footage
the
of
mental
Bernie out there
advantage
saying
with
that.
this win
And
tonight.
you know,
The
we
one
understand
player that
hockey
really
with him.
stands out, of
One
course,
day
in
the
this
Bernie
one,
say
it was a
money is not the
dazzling
root
game
of
for
all
MP.
the lack of
He's just
is the
dropping
root of
dimes
all
left
evil.
and right out there.
Why would a
Any
man go in
opening
the
that the D
check
provided,
cash
he
store, check
exploited it
cash
and
and put
found his
store with a
teammates.
stock
It was a storybook ending for MP rookie season. Greg winning finals MVP, so special.
And Kevin, I'm not
sure how you top that, but we'll see what MP has up his sleeve for his sophomore campaign.
Throws it up and another assist.
And what's amazing, he's nearing the franchise record for most assists in a single game.
This team feeds off his unselfishness and his commitment to keeping everyone else involved. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
Two main storylines tonight, MP. The way our coach is always stressing getting off to a fast start in game. Kevin, over to you.
We appreciate it very much, Dominic. Thank you. And
Oh, man. That was crazy. Two-bedroom for $325. Wow.
Good game,
It's official.
Well, I'm not saying I quote money for involved people, but I'm about this for the love of money involved. Because I don't think that you should ever have so much trust involved with love to funds and values. And I feel like I stood by that from the jump, which is why. Because I mean, shoot, now this told me like volunteering, like there's always a budget for something. So I take pieces of advice because that is true thing.
We're running out. Last time I snuck into kale, she saw a little green bit down. Every day she asked me to promise I won't stay in kale.
Even more adorable.
So mostly strawberries and bananas. And that's a classic.
Tournament this weekend after work tonight, want to catch some stand-up comedy?
Love the idea. How nice.
Got you. I used to last year.
And I'll bring board games. That's a joking aside.
Wait, no need. What is?
It's all classic games. You picking up the check?
Yeah, favorite cardboard and favorite combo seat.
Spinning.
Esau had the bars, so.
Yeah, he had bars. Yeah.
Man, it's still wide open.
But yeah, I just want to know, like you said, you are a different perspective. I understood your murder. Even more you said that day, but I can't remember it. I wish I could remember everything you said that day, because you said a lot. But yeah, stocking over the face. You know, that used to be people's past that before Blue Shiesty. Before your niggas would take the late stock, put it over their face, make face.
So you couldn't, so you could not see the face.
Yeah, yeah. Niggas say, y'all.
After they take the stockings, or like they know somebody.
Like go buy stockings, like you used to rob banks and stuff like that.
That's what I'm saying. To rob a bank and then to go in the store and buy stockings and do it backwards. Because at that point, you might as well steal the stockings too.
Maybe we did steal the stockings. I don't know. Maybe they took the grip on the stockings.
Hard to believe that NBA games are back. Preseason provocation is over. NBA, you're spot on. No more guessing, no more wondering. The games count now. A lot of optimism could be about to vanish in these first handful of games. Gotta check it out. All right, let's check out San Antonio's starting lineup. Up front, they're going with Johnson and Wemby. De'Aaron Fox is out there with MP, and it's Vassell in at the small forward position. You can bet MP will make a lot of those over his career.
Some people have lived
outside Davis.
I did take my grandma's stocking and make a stocking cap away.
Out to the wing, down to 5 on the shot clock. Irving for 3. It's hauled in by Wyndham
one of the 34 people of Rustin, and then now we're going to take it to Gilbert Arenas.
A bit ago, Jason Kidd and I were able to
Two
chat.
people
I
Rustin,
wanted to
34
know
people.
his defensive
One of
schemes
them.
against De'Aaron Fox, and he told me we
And
need
it's
to
still like
limit
ongoing.
transition
That's what I'm saying.
opportunities
Like
because
it,
that's when he's really dangerous.
breaking through
Speed
what's
is
kind
one
of
of his
happening,
biggest
sometimes break
strengths,
down
so we
that's
need to
possible.
slow the
So
game down to our
Gilbert
pace.
Arenas coached a
See if
picture
they're able
of
to accomplish
himself
it.
with
Guys,
brown
back to
bags
you.
saying
Thank you for
informant
that, Alan.
lunch with the caption.
Here's
Got an
Davis.
informant lunch special
San
this
Antonio
morning.
getting their last
Hashtag
shot to go.
Agent Zero. So we know that he had pace early
And he
this
buries
year.
his first look.
Over the years, Davis
situation. So, Mace, what do you think of him putting in his 2 cents?
And Lex, you look at this Mavericks roster, tremendous size up front.
Yeah, Brian, they've got great physicality up front, and that's what the league is allowing these days. So they've got the personnel to play some bully
But
ball.
I can
I mean,
say
it seems like you
whoever
could throw it up
was
to
the
Wembanyama
smartest
on
one, they went
every
first.
offensive
Whoever
possession, and he'll slam it
talked
home.
first is the one who's going to get the deal, is the one who's going to get that immunity.
with it.
Because when you think about 34 people being arrested, it's
And the first
almost
quarter of action, 2
impossible
minutes
that
in.
nobody's going to talk. It's 34 people. You know a lot of people are going to jail. So person that went first is the person who gets the immunity. So
The Spurs have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor.
I think Gary Shaw, Gary likes Shaw. I thought
MP
that's
scanning the
one
floor.
thing I think the last 12 months. But seriously, I think he likes Shaw. I think if he really was telling, he would be on Instagram bragging about how that to make a light in this situation. Some fun points. So I fucking feel I like this content. But you gotta realize in the podcast sports space, it is not the food chain as well.
Oh, come on, Wemby.
Show everything else. Not number one. They're number one. They're one of the other. It's numbers, everything said different. That's a different segment. Top of the food chain when it comes to sports podcasting. So I think it's very good for it. I think it's going to get some attention. I think it's
Looks like a play they've definitely run in practice. The Mavericks trailing. So Jason Kidd decided to call timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And going against San Antonio, their first meeting of the year. Last go-around, they lost the regular season series to this team, but beat them in the playoffs. A different look for Dallas. Marshall comes in for Anthony Davis. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Christie. Harper, he's checked in for San Antonio. Castle comes in for De'Aaron Fox. Russell from outside. Sinks the tray. He'd rather take aim than on, but leave it to Russell to make the corner work for him. And despite lacking a consistent three-point stroke over his career, Tim Najee Marshall has been a pretty consistent rotation piece.
Yeah, BA, and he's done that despite the fact he was undrafted back in 2020. Defense really was his initial calling card. Offensively, he's looking to add to his game.
But now,
Making a
just
name
like
for
without
himself now. And so it's
like
Dallas with it. The Spurs making their last shot. Over to the left wing. And Flag gets it to go. On the assist by Irving. They don't come much easier than that. Irving always putting the ball right on the money.
yeah, they used to have to go to Albuquerque.
Yeah, exactly.
MP outside. Wembanyama screen. MP drives in. Wembanyama throws it down. Wemby makes so many tough shots for this team. It's nice to give him an easy one.
Okay, well, I actually have a follow-up question
So
for you.
it's Russell with it.
You're
He
the
brings it up
perfect
for
person to ask
Coming
about
off a
this
win
game.
against the
So
Blazers.
we know that there's
They
that
were so
special
consistent from the
interview
three-point
on
range in
CNN
that
60
one. And
Minutes.
that's a nice
They
weapon to have as a visiting
who
team.
the serial killer was living next to me. I would have called some kind of body out there, but I probably would. But I'm not doing the signs up. That goes viral all the time, even to this day. So I'm curious what like led to that conversation, and then like how you feel over
since
24 seconds
edited
left
out
in
a
the
lot of
first.
shit that I said. This is a good time to talk about that. So,
Irving up top,
first
covered
of
by
all,
MP.
you have to realize what I said that edited out is that
MP against Irving.
central spy doesn't mean you get a conviction.
6
So
to
let's
shoot.
say that you live in an urban environment.
Pass the Flag. Launches a three.
And for instance,
The
right,
shot,
let's
no good.
call them a drug or whatever.
It's a tie game
so
in
whatever.
Dallas.
And
And
all
the second
the
quarter is
fire.
on its way when we
And I go
return.
to court, and I go to court and be the same thing. I'm just giving an example. I go to court and I say, because I see Trump, that doesn't mean he's getting convicted.
Both teams
So
changing
now
it up here.
it's home.
So
You
Jason
gotta come
Kidd
home to that
decided to
same
call
environment
timeout here.
and
He's
look
going
this
to take
nigga
a
in the
moment to
face
give him a
every
breather
day.
and talk things
So
over.
therefore now you not just the whole neighborhood is looking at you like, nah, this nigga himself, get away from him. And now you have to live there thinking about that. That's first and foremost. Because just because that's what I said 60 minutes that they cut out. Just because you tell doesn't mean the person who's here in the second quarter. So on the floor for the Spurs, we've got Devin Vassell. MP is out there with De'Aaron Fox. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Bryant in at the 4-man position. That's first and foremost. Then secondly, what I said that they did is that outside the blue shield.
Nice ball movement by Dallas.
So now, I'm just saying that.
No good.
Right now, I'm just saying that shit.
Unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
His partner's there. His partner doesn't stop it, or his partner doesn't say, the quarter. And then, he tells on his partner, he just tells on his partner, it's called the blue shield, blue ball, whatever shit they call it. They didn't put that on scene.
Let's check in
So
with
you got
Ali
lots
LaForce.
more foul shit.
Well, MP in the last
But they're not allowed to tell on their partner or
man
their
on a mission.
co-worker or so on and
19
so
points,
forth.
and he made a lot
So
of
therefore,
decisions with the ball, which
they're
led to a hefty assist total for him. Putting
Check
in a
the
performance
box
like
one
that one
connection.
really builds momentum in your direction. We'll see how far he rides that wave tonight,
Didn't
guys.
get it.
Okay, Ali,
It's
thanks a
more
lot.
than the next.
It'll be interesting to see if
Detroit.
he can heat up once again tonight, Grant.
Yeah, you know he wants
Yeah,
to do
but
exactly
let's
that.
try.
Just needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy. Well, I expect they'll go to him early here, hoping for a repeat performance.
Here's Russell. Give him 8 points
They
now.
told me, come on, that's more the stuff that I'm talking about. I mean, I'm trying to get like crazy. And I have to shit which I want time, but I
Spurs
think
lead
what
by
I'm
6.
talking about. If that's the case, also, Hops don't snitch on
MP
other
outside.
So you want a citizen to go snitch, and then they may snitch, got to look the same side and somebody can get sold.
Vassell, a screen on
So it's
Christie.
hard to put
Now
those
Vassell. No
so
one near him.
have a lot of stuff.
Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Mays has got 9 assists now tonight. Outside Davis. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. The Spurs have gotten an impressive 6 of 8 shots to fall in the second. And 6'10" with almost a 7.5-foot wingspan. Is Anthony Davis better at the 5 position?
He's versatile enough certainly to handle either spot, but he's made it clear. My way. Oh, it is nice to be young. MP.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. Pass to Flag. Davis with a screen on Vassell. And here's Flag outside. And Bryant pulls it down.
Well, the defense should consider themselves.
Giannis right there. Awesome.
Welcome back now to our underdog picks of the day. So tonight, the Spurs will play the Pelicans. Underdog is winning at 26.5 points.
Sure does.
I'm going higher.
There's
When they
37
played in
seconds
the
left in
opening
the first
game,
half.
I can't see him like going down.
Fox against Russell.
What he did.
Here's Flag. Davis with a screen on Vassell. And it's Flag missing.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum. Yeah, it's just trying to settle everything down, get high percentage looks, and then deal.
He was good, man.
Vassell, a screen on Christie. Mays, the pass to Vassell. And San Antonio getting another bucket right there.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick. Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
And that concludes the first half. San Antonio on top,
Zion
leading
is
by
at
14.
25.5 points.
And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
I don't know what I'm getting for it, Dr. Man, but like you're getting for it from John Zion. Oh, Lord.
I'm gonna take a page out of his book. You
Thanks
know,
for joining us, everybody.
he could.
You know
It's
they don't have to keep
possible he
shooting
can,
threes,
but
right?
I'm not sure. So I'm
You
gonna
know this?
go balls low.
Okay, and Jordan Poole was at 16.5 points.
Taking a peek now
I'm
at
going
the
high.
upcoming
Jordan Poole
schedule.
got to show up. He has to
Glad
show
you
up
could join us.
in this game, especially going against those young guards with Harper and Cass. So he definitely got to show up. So I'm gonna go high.
I'm going to go high, too.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You know, Victor Wembanyama has been exceptional here, guys.
Can they
You know
come
what I'm
up
saying?
with an
You know,
answer for him coming out of the half?
championship
They
team,
have
give
to
a
change
punch in the
something
face, then you go to the
defensively.
worst team.
And that will be the
It's a
biggest
bad couple of
adjustment.
years. You
They
know what I'm
have
saying?
to force
So
the
you sit
ball
there pouting
out of
and
his
everything
hands,
else,
but that's a
but you
difficult
should take the
balance.
opportunity
A pair of
to
first
bring
overall
Bradley
picks in the
Beal.
front court.
Mark
Flag and
Davis
Davis.
is one. Bradley
Kyrie
Beal
Irving
showed
out
up
there
every
with
night,
Max
end up
Christie.
getting that
And
chip.
it's Kessler
That's
in
why
at the
Bradley
pivot
Beal
spot,
became
manning
the
the
all-star
middle.
he was.
That's Jason
John
Kidd
Wall showed
5 as
up.
we get into
Not
the second
thinking
half.
Jordan Pools
You know, I
has
heard Steve
decent
Kerr
players.
talking about
That's
this
when he
concept,
plays
the
well.
ball
He
and stick theory,
plays
Tim,
very well.
that
Has
some
well.
guys
So
just have
many
natural hand-eye
I will just
coordination
say,
and
if
will
I
excel
was
in
on a
any
championship
sport.
caliber
You agree
team
with
and I
that?
got punched in the face
Completely
and moved to the
agree.
Wizards, I
Typically,
would
we
probably
think
be
of
out in two.
athletic
So I
ability
understand that,
involving
but I also
speed or
understand the
quickness
perspective because
or
I definitely went ahead
verticality,
and made some
but I
like
think that hand-eye
kind of
is
value.
critical
Yeah, this is
and
the time to
counts
show that
just as
nigga
much
IU
as those
stuff
other
on
traits.
you from the
With
know
his
he got a
length
lot of
and
his like your
energy,
stuff is hurt. That's what
Wembanyama
man
has the
and
ability
players
to
hurt.
be a
This is
game-changing
the time to
defender.
say, nigga, I can do this by myself. Not saying that they will win
Wembanyama
games,
screen.
but at the end of the day,
And he
you
lobs
gotta
it
be
up.
professional. I think
Oh,
you saw a lot of
Wembanyama throws it
professionalism
down.
with the Wizards.
Oh, what a
This one.
perfect pass to set that up.
Make sure
Hey,
that now
defeat
the
might
underdog
have been
athlete,
pretty,
you
but
can
the
make
finish,
your picks
that
too.
was angry.
So we got a quote
So
from Kendrick
Jason Kidd
Perkins.
decided to call
So when
timeout
James
here.
Harden got
And
traded
we
to the
might see some
Rockets, Kendrick
changes.
Perkins
Coach
alleges
potentially
LeBron
looking
James
to
was
adjust.
part of that influence by persuading him to get his own team. He said they fucking
And a
knew
quick
before the
pause
tweets
here.
came out
Let's
when
go to the
James left.
2K
KD came
leaderboard
back.
and
They were
check
all
out
at the
last
Olympics. They
season's
had
best
just
shot
won
blocker.
gold.
You look
James
at
was there.
Wembanyama.
KD was there.
Such
Russ was
great
there.
timing and
We went into
instincts.
training camp
He's
and
the
KD
best
was
shot
like, "We're
blocker
gonna
in the
lose
league right
James,
now.
Bron."
And of course,
D-Wade,
Walker
all of them
Kessler,
were telling him
he's
that
right
he
in the
needs his own
conversation.
team.
He
When all of a
changes
sudden
as
the
many
contract
shots as anyone.
negotiations
The
started,
way these
he was
two guys
hollering at
control
James
the
and he goes,
floor
"I
is
want the max.
impressive.
I want to
It
be the
changes how the
franchise
offense
guy."
attacks,
So just
especially
hearing that
inside.
conversation,
Again,
that
the
was
miss on the
Yeah, for the
Mavericks.
max at
And right now,
OKC.
they're
that's
plus
what
8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
but he said
Wow, MP
that
just
was right after the
explodes off
Olympics.
the floor. What
Basically,
an
I see
athlete.
the split. Basically, what happened is just so you can answer the question
Now Irving.
correctly. Kendrick Perkins is basically in a nutshell for saying
And we're just about
LeBron
2
got
minutes into the final half
That
of play
that's
now.
basically what everything she just said.
Drives to the hoop.
New York Presbyterian. We care for more hearts than any other hospital in New York.
The floater.
With over 130 locations across different clinics and
Here's
doctors from
Flag.
all
He's
20
guarded by
medicine,
Vassell.
we
Nice
bring
D from
world-class
Vassell.
healthcare
And
because
Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, put simply, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and the length to just about ignore defenders. I mean, he's got it all.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, Kyrie Irving,
So
so admired by his head coach,
Yeah,
and Jason Kidd
I
said,
can see
Brian's
that. I
a
mean,
special
definitely
dude. He
LeBron
wants
want
to
to
be
break up
coached
this
to
team because
understand
they
the
had
game
just
at the
played them,
highest level
you know,
and to be
played
pushed
against
to
them
the
in the
highest level.
finals.
What's
And
more,
even though they
I don't
beat
think he's
them, they
afraid of
know these
failing.
guys will
Back to
be
you,
back
Brian.
next
Great
year.
mentality. Allie
So,
LaForce
you
from the
know,
report.
divide
Thanks,
and
Allie.
conquer is
Nice
always
shot by
the way
Christie.
that they do
Terrific
something
design and
anybody great.
execution,
So
leading to an
I can see
opportunity
that
right at the
happening.
rim.
I think James Harden looking
Outside for
back,
Wembanyama.
he doesn't regret it.
Fox
I
for
wouldn't
3.
regret it. He went
Yes.
home to
And it's
Houston. Ended up
Wembanyama
having
picking
a
up the
phenomenal
assist.
career.
Fox has got
Hopefully
11
he get a
points.
ring. But
That's
I
been
wouldn't
typical of their
regret it. He
performance
made a lot of
today.
money.
They're sharing
Turned
the
into
ball
a
and creating
superstar.
good shots.
Had a very lucrative deal with Adidas. So he
Just
did a
under
lot of
3.5
great things.
minutes played here in the third quarter.
Yeah,
Here's
that
Flag
just sounds
outside.
like
San
I
Antonio
can
with a
make this
rebound.
happen. I can make
Mays
this
has
happen.
got
That's
6
some shit.
rebounds in the game.
That's some shit I can see me and Murder doing. Put the battery down.
Wembanyama, screen on
Yeah.
Christie. MP, the pass to
It's
Wembanyama.
much
Oh,
better
he
than the
blows
trade.
right through the defender for the dunk.
I ain't
Draws
seen
the
the
foul,
trade good on
too.
that team.
And he'll go to the
The
line.
trade don't mean
That
business
one on
like that.
Kessler. And he's got his first
They were
opportunity
young,
at the
got
line
this
here
money
tonight.
like they
And
said.
here's a
It's gonna
timeout
be
from
lost
Mitch
for the
Johnson.
championship.
He's going to gather the troops groups and talk
This
it
is
over.
James Harden on the bench. That's an easy battle. When you're as good as James Harden. When you're as good as James Harden and you're not starting, that is wow.
And Dallas making a change here. Marshall's checked in. And San Antonio with a change here, too. Harper's checked in.
One of the most popular players in the world the moment he entered this league, Wembanyama continues to grow his fan base.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I can see that happen.
Irving
You know
against
what I'm
Fox.
saying?
There's Davis with the three. And it's MP with a
James
rebound.
Harden,
Mays has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
So
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Wembanyama, screen on Irving. Pass to Fox. Back to MP.
So we've seen that with OKC, where he have done that with
San
OKC.
Antonio
I'm
needs
not
to get
sure.
off a shot.
But
Here's Wembanyama. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Wembanyama's got 19 points.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without
deal
scoring.
of this.
And the shot's good by
But I
Irving.
am excited to see that Curry that I thought should have showed up. You know, that's a great sign. Because sometimes when you got new guys coming in
MP
on the
outside.
team, of course, you're trying to do things to get them acclimated and to make sure that they get going.
Everything is
And I
dropping
think
for them.
with this
Just a
legacy
terrific
of
third
Golden
period
State,
run.
it's important that we don't lose Curry. We know.
And
Everybody
it's the
else just
Mavericks with the ball.
got to step it up and do what they got to do. Because I don't like when
Now
Curry
here's
tries
Irving.
to play down to make sure that Buddy Hield gets going or, you know, somebody else gets going. I think they got to just got to get more
That's the
dogs
flag.
and show up and get what they're supposed to get.
Floats
Because
one up. That one
it's
doesn't
just
drop.
not,
And
it's
so
not
it's
cool
Victor
to see.
Wembanyama making things happen for the San Antonio Spurs. 11 points in the quarter. He's
You know, his 50 lets you know that he's
and it's
back
time to bring
and
up the
serious.
State Farm
And
assist
I
to the
like
game.
this Denver
Just
team
a
when he's
selfless
playing
decision
aggressive.
from
It's
your
a
two
different
guard,
Denver team.
showing his
So
ability to get
if
his
you get
teammates good looks.
my boy
Yeah, the
going
pass
Bruce,
was
I know
so
he's back.
effective.
This
Great
could be a
job
special
moving the ball with purpose.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. So on the floor for the Spurs,
I like how the
they've got
Warriors
MP.
are starting
He's
off
out
the
there
season
with Stephon
already
Castle.
just staying
Harper out there with
maybe
Mitchell
stuff like
Robinson.
like that
And it's
shows
Bryant
like
in at the
the
four
energy
spot.
going into
Yeah,
the
nice pass by
energy
MP.
going into it.
You know,
I
he
think
knows
Seth
how
Curry, you're
to
saying
run an
he's 19,
offense.
dropping a lot of
And
points
there's
at
the
this
lob.
age. I think that's
Robinson
good
with a
for him
steal.
to show.
In
As the
transition,
leader
here
of
they
the team,
come.
especially because
Christie with a
they've had
steal.
these younger players who have been on the team, like Paz, I've seen him coming back.
Marshall on the wing.
Signed Will Richards. So I think that
Pass to
overall
Hardy.
it is good for them, and I think that they're just
One
picking up the
question
pace
facing the league here, Tim. How do you make the All-Star game more competitive?
Well, the tournament structure seemed to help a bit, but until just a competitive mentality around the game changes, I think the only thing you can do is maybe up the ante as far as prize money. I do think that did seem to matter for the NBA Cup.
Having done a few of those games, care factor slowed. They could improve on that.
I completely agree. It seemed to matter a lot more back when I played.
I'm trying to tell you something. Taylor, when you
Marshall outside. Rebounded by Castle.
Gotta knock down that shot.
problem.
When
I
you
have
don't,
an
you're
ego
letting the
problem. When I
defense
tell
off the
people
hook.
more than they know, they hate me. When you
Mays,
mix,
pass to Harper.
with white,
Good,
hair
and the
is not
assist goes
black.
to
It's
MP.
like brownish.
And
Like,
just totally
you got a
relentless,
golden,
only increasing
when your
the
hair is
intensity
golden
level.
like
Yeah,
that,
he can
brownish
taste
golden,
a win right
don't
now.
get
He's
great.
just trying to close it out.
Screen by Lively. Fires from way outside. The rebound by MP. Mays has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
He's not mixed with nigga.
Castle a screen on Christie.
He's not
Throws it up high. Hammers the lob through.
Athletic finish by Castle, getting up to meet the lob and throwing it down.
For Dallas, they've gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth.
No, but you know what I mean, like that gray eyes, green
A
eyes.
touch under 2.5 minutes to pass now here in the fourth.
My dad has cable eyes.
He does.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
Here's Hardy. Out left to the wing. And here's Flag outside. Knocks down the triple.
And he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
San Antonio with the ball. On the wing, MP. Guarded by Marshall.
Great hairs. So that actually
MP right side. That one goes in. He now has a triple-double.
A lot of blondish brown
And he was
people.
dominant in their
Yeah,
last
go
outing.
great.
And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
And the players now able to earn money at the collegiate level. What does that do for the NBA legs?
Well, I do think overall it's a good thing. As a former college athlete myself, I love to see these guys get rewarded, and possibly you get to the league, you're a little bit more polished and grown up.
Bottom line is you may have made some money, but when you have a chance to play against the best of the best, that's why you go pro.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Spurs.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it. And
Joker didn't have over 28. Listen, y'all gonna have to
they were without a doubt the better team.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage after a win in the first game.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for MP.
Well, when you notch a triple-double, you affect the game in every way. Just a great game for him tonight.
Throw it down on the lob, showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
They are playing with so much confidence. They've been clutch all the way around.
29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Christie, Kessler, the second chance points on the tip-in.
Now that takes serious effort and a light touch.
No need to overdo it. Just lightly tip it in. Here's Mays. Count it.
And they came in here with some attitude, and it brought out their best play.
Winning away from home takes nerve and great discipline. Kudos to them.
Has to flag. Now here's Christie.
They want to get him at least another championship before he retires. I don't think he retired anytime soon. He looked really, really good. But I do like the way the Warriors.
And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it.
Yeah, don't forget Shea.
Now let's send it over to Jennifer Quintana. Take it away, Jennifer.
We're here with MP after leading his team to victory in legendary fashion. We've seen teams try to limit you by denying your scoring chances. Do you think after hitting 20 assists tonight, they're more scared of your self-creation or the looks you create for your teammates?
The whole point of offense is to leave the defense guessing. My scoring opens up the passing. My passing gives me room to score. If they can't guess what I'm going to do next, well, the pressure's off of me having to know. Then I just let it flow.
Let it flow, MP. Thank you.
Hey.
Brian, over to you.
All right, thanks, Jennifer. And that about wraps it up. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. See you next time.
Major word around the association is that MP is aggressively trying to expand his club league by getting NBA stars involved in the venture. One such star, none other than Cade Cunningham. Big names are huge for recruiting on the club league circuit, so that would certainly be a big get for MP and company.
All right, MP. Everybody knows you as a baller. Tell us something that you know people don't know you know as well as ball.
Maple syrup.
I'm recording, bro. I need a serious answer.
No, I'm not even kidding you, bro. I'm from Vermont. I could talk maple syrup all day with the best of them.
And what's there to talk about?
Xander, what isn't there to talk about? Golden versus dark. Thoughts on the rule of 86? The best syrup in snow for syrup on snow?
Syrup on snow.
See, that right there. That tells me you're an amateur. I can't even talk maple syrup with you.
So, you're telling me you know a good syrup as soon as you taste it?
No, before I taste it, Zan. The color, the aroma, that's enough to know. If you know, quality is unmistakable.
Okay, well, moving on. Which you know better, syrup or ball?
Oh, ain't nothing I know better than ball.
All right, well, I know it's still early, but do you think you're an all-star based on what we've seen so far?
I know I'm an all-star.
You did say, quality is unmistakable when someone knows what they're talking about.
Right.
So, what needs to happen for your quality as a baller to be unmistakable?
A lot of players will guarantee a win and come up short. Only a few can guarantee a win and deliver.
It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. And tonight, we've got the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the San Antonio Spurs. With Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce on the sidelines. And a look now at San Antonio's upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Jason Tatum and the Boston Celtics. Then on Friday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers.
And that game against the Suns, that was going to be the 7th game of the season, almost a full 10th of the season played after that one.
And the starting group for the Spurs, Johnson and Wembanyama make up the 4 and the 5. MP out there at Fox. And it's Vassell in at the small forward spot. And for the Thunder, Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. Chet Holmgren out there with Jalen Williams. And it's Herbert in at the center position. And DB, at this early part of the season, what's most important for the head coaches?
What's fascinating to me, Kevin, when you listen to coaches talk is whether you're a championship coach or a first-year coach, one of the biggest things you have to do is figure out your rotations.
Will MP has made it a point to become the best player in his conference, and he's let everyone know about it, too. He wants in that game badly.
You love the gamesmanship. MP putting it out there. I mean, we've all heard the big statements in the past, and MP going after this is only natural, but it is hard to back up. And so far, he's done it. The question for the future, how nasty will it get as he continues to face teams and players who want nothing more than to shut MP down?
And time now to go courtside with Allie LaForce for a report on MP.
What up, though, YouTube? Check out the kicks on my feet. Got them Dry 3 spooky season. Hit me up if you play 2K, man. I'll help you out with the customizable Nikes. Drop a comment. Let me know. Right now, I'm working on oh my gosh, Shay missed a free throw. I'm working on my build specialization, trying to get these 1,000 assists, so it's supposed to get up to 10 minutes, man. For that.
It's a three-point game. In this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season.
And they lost the season series against this squad last year, so trying to bounce back here tonight.
Now, here's SGA. Last game out, we saw him throw in 42.
That is the best point to have a mover to
MP outside.
either give a thrust in the direction of its motion, in which case which case.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
So we would like to know as much as possible about this future path, about the nature of
Yeah, Atlas 3IA is doing some weird shit. Y'all been paying attention.
People watching this might not appreciate the gravity significance of what you just described and where 3i Atlas is about to be gravitationally and why this is such a pivotal moment. Like, as I understand it, if we can throw up that mock-up that we have of the orbital path here, this is watching some unknown object barreling towards a five-way intersection, right? And we're waiting to see whether it's right or maintaining sort of movement, or whether it just continues on its trajectory here, right? It continues on, I don't really comment, but if there's any movement at all, because the gravity is getting like something, right?
You can see he just has a great overall feel
for
this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
And here now the Thunder, following the bucket by the Spurs. Outside, SGA finds the shoot at the Dort, lets it go from deep, and again it's Oklahoma City with a three.
For Lou Dort, it's all about building confidence from three-point territory. This is a growing part of his skill set.
MP outside.
Either around the object or coming towards
Wembanyama, a screen on SGA.
MP kicks to Johnson.
Sky around the earth with 3 El Salvadores of the
Then
Bengal water,
Benyama
and I
sets a
asked my
screen for MP.
research team to
The Spurs need to
check
get
for
a
any
shot off
cultural
here.
activity.
Drills it from outside.
Yeah,
And
and
now
I
Vassell
mean, to add
knocking
on to
down
that,
the
like
three
all
of
of
his
this is
own.
happening just
And
as
so
this
it's
thing goes
Williams who
into
brings it
our
up with the thunder.
blind spot. It's
Trailing by 5.
we're
Down
gonna
to
get better
30
now
the
because the
Pelicans in
internet
their
right
last
now is
game.
chock full of people
And
already
bottom
saying
line, they
things,
found ways to score.
making
Credit
crazy
the
claims
game
like
plan
3i
going
Atlas has
in.
already changed
It
course.
was
Like the
right on the
misinformation
money.
out there
And
is
that's not an
insane.
easy
So
environment to
when
play in.
will
To
we know
score at the rate they
conclusively?
did on the road says a lot about their intensity
Yeah, we
and
need
focus.
data collected by
Alex
instruments.
Caruso.
We're still waiting for the high-rise camera on board the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter because of the NASA shutdown. We haven't got access to that data. It should be the best resolution image, 3 times better in pixel resolution than the Hubble Space Telescope image we had. This one will give us 30 kilometers per pixel resolution, so that will shed a red flag because we will see also
Nice passing by
the
Oklahoma
jet
City.
coming from the object
And
sideways.
looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll
From
get
the
their attention.
sources. So we
So
know
when a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when the illegal screen is set.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Osprey's checked in, and here is Williams.
We have the Juno spacecraft, and I spoke with the principal investigator of Juno, told me that they will use their radio antenna to also search for any radio emission from this object. And of course, if we detect any, that will be logical signature as well.
That's just MP reading the defense, going through his progression, and making the right play.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories. This video falls under fair use.
What if you woke up tomorrow and every dollar in your bank account was worthless? History is filled with nations forced to scrap their money overnight, whether because of inflation or political turmoil. Rates have slashed to zero.
Thunder trailing by 11. 6-second difference between shot and game clock.
Today's episode of the Golf Graphic Show.
Williams against Harper. Here's Topic. They can't stop the run with that one. The 3 from MP. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. MP's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Spurs.
Rising so fast that even a single cup of coffee costs.
Here's Prosper. And so it's San Antonio with a 13-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. A look at the field goal percentage numbers.
The process repeated with the digital boulevard. Each of these resets wiped out savings, pensions, and wages.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Spurs.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far.
Massive social programs, including everything from subsidies to healthcare. This strategy aimed to fight poverty and inequality. But when the global price of oil collapsed, foreign demand for the bolivar crashed with it, and as the currency weakened, the cost of imported goods skyrocketed, dragging Venezuela's economy into crisis. When Nicolas Maduro took over, his solution was simple: print more money. In theory, printing money can help a country weather a short-term economic shock. But in Venezuela, the oil market did not rebound. Production declined due to mismanagement and corruption. International investors lost faith and began pulling out. The bolivar kept falling, imports kept getting more expensive, and every bolivar printed only made the next one worth less. By 2016, inflation had reached 800%, and Maduro's government declared a state of emergency. Just 2 years later, inflation exploded to an estimated 80,000%. Measuring it precisely became nearly impossible. When hyperinflation takes hold, saving in local currency becomes useless. To protect themselves, Venezuelan citizens began converting their money to U.S. dollars. The government responded by imposing
Tonight, really putting the work in down low.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Stephon Castle is out there with MP. Then there's Harper. Then it's Mitchell Robinson.
Tap on you, bro.
And it's Bryant in at the power forward. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Mavericks was tremendous. He ended with 15 points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. What a game for him, and against their rivals, no less, which had to make him feel extra special. Guys, back to you.
Thanks as always, Allie, for that great report. In stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
And Doris, we had heard the era of the big threes might be fading, but the Thunder have one with Chet Holmgren, J-Dub, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the beauty of that trio you just listed, they are all similar ages. They are all passionate about the craft of the game of basketball, and all three are about winning. But I'm telling you this, the Oklahoma City fans not taking anything for granted. They thought KD, Russell, and Harden would be together forever, and it didn't happen.
So both teams changing it up here. A fantastic string of games for him, your Western Conference Player of the Week,
Biggest story that we've had in a very, very long time.
Stretch it's been for him. I mean, it goes beyond the sport, which he has no problem doing. He's been all over the small things that take a shooting guard from good to great.
So we can't get either to fall. You know, Doris, here's a question for you. Is there a reason why we see so many point guards become head coaches?
I do believe, Kevin, obviously as a point guard, you are responsible on both ends of the floor. On the offense for knowing all of the sets and where every single guy is positioned. On the defensive end, you're the lead communicator. You are at the point of attack. So it makes perfect sense to me that they become head coaches.
Castle a screen on Williams. There's the line to the hoop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Well, this is why you run your offense through MP. That's just a nice setup for his teammate.
Under trailing by 18. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Holmgren with a screen on Vassell. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Tobias. All good on the triple. Spurs leading by 18.
Inside information.
MP outside.
Inside.
It's deflected.
Started a big poker game.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's George. And the free ball is good. George got 6 points.
Well, Luke Dort sprints the floor, taking advantage of good defense by his teammate to get an easy opportunity.
Doris, in any discussion about Lou Dort, the first topic has got to be his defense.
Kevin, I'm going to be honest, I don't think we talk about him consistently enough as a player who should and could win Defensive Player of the Year. If you are a perimeter shooter or a perimeter scorer, the last guy you want looking opposite you is Lou Dort.
Last game for the Spurs, they picked up the W against Dallas.
Also information on the Lakers game so others can bet on it.
Caruso against MP. What a pass to set him up.
MP might be young, but looking like a veteran with that read and setup.
They're trailing by 14. And so Mark Dagnall calls timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
Hey, man, boy, this is big, This is huge. This is like an episode of Law and Order, you hear me?
On the Spurs with some changes. Wembanyama, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. And it's Johnson in for Stephon Castle.
It's still prevalent in today's society.
1:14 left here in the second. Williams against Vassell. Kicks it out to Holmgren. The tray. Dort misses. San Antonio leading by 14. Here's Mays. Makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Outside, Dort.
People know I can get part of that
Pass to
information,
Sorbo.
and it wouldn't look like what happened in the David
Here's
Jones
SGA.
situation. He gave
Here's the floater. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got his 4th rebound in this one. Wembanyama, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
The perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
Here's SGA. Lays it up off the glass.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Basket good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And so it's San Antonio with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll return shortly.
Straight, other people came in, we didn't give a thing. Crazy. At first, it was down like 10 packs of dice. And sometimes you get something done. You keep the dice for like 10 minutes, and you put the dice in your pocket. So, hey, man, these are my special dice. I don't want nobody else to touch these. Right. Well, lo and behold, they let other people, they start letting other people, some of them like, who is you? Man, I know such and such.
Greetings, everybody. Before we review the first half, let's take an early season peek at how the Western Conference is shaking out so far.
The hardest
City.
points on the dice.
They've had a great start to the season as we thought they might. They play together,
you can make it 5-5,
they play for one
or you can
another,
make it 6-4.
they're well coached.
Same
This
thing
team
with
is a team to watch for the rest of the year.
And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the San Antonio Spurs.
Roll 10. So
seems like they can't miss. Just rolling offensively, getting whatever they want. You haven't heard this in a while, fellas.
I don't know, Chad, if y'all ever gambled before.
When you're doing
that,
break
up a dice game,
that's exactly what I was going to say.
I saw cards and exchange hands. I saw a lot of ish happen at Jennifer. But anyway.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half.
Everybody jump on the page. You know, I'm jumping on the whole page. You ain't finna hit that. Right. So he just
and with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
Now let's check in with Allie and see what she has for us at MP. Allie, take it away.
We have a little extra bulletin board material for this one. MP took to social media to make some guarantees about the night he was going to have. There's been no official response, but I know it didn't sit well with the opposing locker room, so we'll have to see if MP can back up his predictions.
He had some strong ones, and if you're going to talk the talk, you got to walk the walk. Thank you. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. Jalen Williams is out there with Holmgren. And Absorber in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that's who Mark Daigneault starts the second half.
Great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren wide open. Again, Oklahoma City.
Listen, this guy's doing his part. It's what we know he's about, but they have got to get some productivity from some other guys on this roster.
Doris, what do you think is the key for the development of such an impressive young player like Chet Holmgren?
Hey, Kevin, to me, really, it's simple. It's health. This is a young man for whom basketball is hugely important. He's one of the most impactful two-way players in the game. It's really come down to whether or not he can stay on the floor, but he is so passionate about basketball. I'll tell you exactly the start to this half that you're looking for. He's taken 3 shots. He's made 3 shots.
Wembanyama, a screen on SGA. LB finds Wembanyama. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Back to SGA. Pass to Williams. Driving to the basket. Yes, that goes in. Williams has got 7 now in this quarter.
Boy, as strong as he's been, they're going to need him to continue shouldering the low to try to break through.
MP outside. Down low, Wembanyama. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Wembanyama's got 19 points. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession. Let's take a look at last year's leading shot blockers. You don't want one of these guys in front of you when you're coming down the lane. Victor Wembanyama, number one.
It happened so often. I'd say to myself, there's no way he can get to that shot, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, and it go down as another block.
Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And San Antonio also making a switch. Harper's checked in.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Well, they've absolutely dominated that category in this one, and it's reflected in the score.
And he's passes to Wembanyama.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Got to be us, yeah.
And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City moving the ball around.
Everybody feeds.
And Gilgeous Alexander the bucket on the assist by Williams. SGA's got 6.
Boy, the defense was in perfect position, but it simply didn't matter. He's just too skilled, too good.
Yeah, guys had the online ball. He had the
MP deciding where to go with it. Driving inside. And Wembanyama throws it down.
They can see you call.
Around the rim, there's a great chance Wemby will be there to throw it down.
Listen, that scared me up. I understand Charlie.
To the right side.
I understand Nick. I understand Terry.
Williams for 3. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. MP outside. Wembanyama, a screen on Gilgeous Alexander. Outside Harper. There's the triple. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. He's got 7.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And now a chance to take a look at the numbers for Gilgeous Alexander. He's coming off an excellent season. Last season, chipped in at 38 points per game, 6 assists, and just over 2 steals. And it's nice to be able to bring
Being part of the mafia, being entangled into it, man, that's a no-no for me right there off bat.
Someone with his defensive skill set off the bench.
I think, in fact, to win a championship, you usually need a guy like this on your roster.
Oklahoma City. Oscar's checked in, and Topic is subbed in for Jalen Williams. Thunder trailing by 21. 30 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's SGA. No good from 11 feet. San Antonio's gone along perfectly from 3-point range tonight. They've gone 5 for 5. Harper punches it in.
Bang, bang. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. A wide open look here for Caruso. On the 3 off target. Mays passes to Harper. Here's Robinson. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
And as we conclude the third,
to try to make sure he has
and
no
it's time
stain.
now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision
doing everything
on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, make sure he doesn't have the people. Look, Maverick, he grew up with. Rich, he met at a very young age.
Changes here for the Spurs.
So he's
MP comes in for Devin Vassell. And Stephon Castle subbed in for Fox.
You see it, you can always see Randy. Randy's the sheep's down. Rich is the
Gilgeous Alexander against MP. Harper sets a pick for MP. In the corner, Castle with it from the arc, and another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates.
On the court right now for the Spurs, they've got Bryant. Castle is out there with Harper. Then it's MP, and it's Robinson in at the 5 spot. And out of bounds as
as the Spurs gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Exactly. Yeah. So, but the one thing, and what I was talking about them dealing with the mafia.
San Antonio's gotten all but one of the three-pointers to go down in this game. They've gone 7 of 8 so far. To the paint, possession, another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Holmgren with a screen on MP to stop the run. And Holmgren the bucket on the assist from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And playing up tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
SGA with the steal.
And it's reported that
over in the corner,
he got $2,500.
His three-pointers off the mark.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
It was over 100,000. They gave you 2,500.
Castle sets the screen for MP. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Over in the corner, Dort. Here's the three. Another shot. Sorber. Rebound, San Antonio.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Spurs.
As one-sided as it gets today, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for MP.
He was their catalyst tonight, the straw that stirs the proverbial drink.
Here's Sorber.
That's
good. And SGA with the assist.
This is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too good.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
And another assist for him.
He's nearing the stretch in a single game.
This team feeds off his selfishness and is committed to keeping everyone else involved. Holmgren kicks to Williams.
I can't really play tough. We used to play in between.
Against Castle.
One get up to 5-10 and foul $30,000. Yes, bitch. Y'all
for this offense.
I feel bad for him because I know he had
a three from MP. Hits the three-point bomb.
Yeah, he
saw the opportunity to put this away and not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
And so it's San Antonio. Taking this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. Kevin, just a masterful performance.
Most players go out of their way to avoid saying something that might motivate the other team. You are guaranteed a blowout victory tonight. Talk about it.
Don't read about it. Hey, Chad, somebody said, his name was Terrence. I bet his name was Terrence Watanabe. Hey, Chad, somebody said that to Instagram.
Yes, some of the guys were giving me grief saying I had to run suicide.
Like, I didn't know people had issues like that when they're addicted to gambling.
We left the locker room for warm-ups.
Gambling, alcohol, drugs, yes.
I mean, it was obvious. They told me it's the heart, exactly how I was confident in them, and they trusted me. We came in unified. You can't beat that.
Yeah, I can't beat that.
Hold on, read that a lot. Say what it was, Ash.
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thanks, Jen. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony and our sideline reporter, Alan LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. We'll see you next time.
Hey guys, a bit of extra cash and declutter my space. Watch this. So this app is Carrot, where you can buy and sell stuff in your area. You just scan, and Carrot tells you how much you
same way there was a guy named Hardy at the Vineyards. He was up 50 million. Lost it all back. He had every $5,000 chip that was in the hotel. The hotel you got, the casino, you have to come to his room and get the chips. Because he had them all. He lost it all. I can't grasp the concept. I understand gambling. Listen, I really can't talk now. I just know blackjack myself. Every time I go to Vegas, I'm going to Vegas often. When I go to the blackjack table, you know how much I spend? I take $200 out of the ATM. I paid a $25 hands. Yeah. When that $20 comes, man, I'm hurt. And it's only $20. And now you're saying these extraordinary numbers. How the hell you $240 million? When you get down, you're trying to get it back. Let me tell you how it happened. Okay, I lose 50, hey, I lose 50. I'm gonna bet 100 to try to get it back. Now I'm down 150. So guess what I gotta do, OG? I'm gonna bet 200. Because I'm gonna get all three, I'm gonna get the two hands that I lost, and I'm gonna be plus 50. And before you know it, now you bet 25, 50, or 100,000 a hand. So how long will it take you? Because go back and look at the MGM.